Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Infinity Expert Mode on the FTOG.net server. I am your host, Renovate, and today, guys, we are going to get into something that's going to probably take a little while to make, and we'll probably have to edit out a lot of stuff. Not just edit, but kind of sequence it out, I guess. But we're going to be working on some RF storage, some modular storage, because we're going to be getting into the mining age here pretty soon, and we got to find a way to store all our stuff other than those drawers back there behind me. So that's what we're going to get started on. I'm going to show you each step of making it, and so I hope you enjoy it. This is episode number 7. Like I said, if you are enjoying all the series or any videos, click the like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Even if you don't have any videos, I will subscribe back to you. And also check out everybody else's videos. Their links to their channels are in the description below. Make sure you click on them, go to their channels, see what they're doing. So let's get started, guys. Episode number 7. So what I started doing was we have to go into the RF tools, and this is one of the first things that we have to make. It's called the modular storage. If you read the description, it says this modular storage system can store a lot of items and allows easy searching and filtering. You must first insert a storage module item before you can use it. So our options are an ME system from Applied Energistics or RF Tools. If we look at the ME system, let's just go to Applied, and I'll show you what's going on since this is Expert Mode. Just to get to the Applied Energistics system, say we want to start working on making the beginnings of this. Okay, so we're going to probably need the energy acceptor. Well, if we look at the energy acceptor, that's not even close to what the old recipe was. It needs a quantum core, which needs nether stars, which needs that. So as soon as I see nether stars, I know we're not even close. It also needs this and this and this, and I don't even want to go into that. So this isn't even a question right now. I mean, eventually we'll get to this point, but this isn't even close. And if you even look at the ME controllers, suppose we want to start branching out, it's basically the same thing. It's just these things are totally different. Well, that one's not different, but these blocks here are. So we don't have the materials to make that. So the RF tools, yeah, that's what it is. The RF tools modular storage is going to be our best bet for right now. So let's go back to RF tools, and this is the block we're making right here, the modular storage. So this stuff right here isn't the hard thing to make. It's this thing in the middle called the machine frame. And if we look at the machine frame, it just requires stone and a machine frame resonant. You can't use the basic or anything else. If it doesn't change right here, you have to make what stays on here. So this is the resonant version. If you look at the resonant version, we've made these before in some other episodes. We've also made this. We've also made these. This is pretty easy. This is just an emerald and a redstone. It takes 1.2 million RF to make that. I actually already made it. It's sitting in here. It's sitting right here. So we already have that piece made. I made the Enderium gear, and that's pretty basic. I mean, if you watch the episode on the crossbows, you know how to make Enderium. You just fill this bucket with liquid ender and a resonant ender, and then you put a shiny here, which I think we probably still have a couple left in the induction smelter. No, we don't. So we ran on the cinnabar. It's Sunday, guys. Anyways, so the next thing we got to do is look at this piece here, and this is going to be the hardest piece. When we get all this stuff together, this piece here is actually already done. I put it in the rolling machine over here, and it's right here. So all we got to do now is, I believe we just compress it, if I'm not mistaken. We just compress it. This goes from a refined iron plate down to a dense, which is what the recipe called for. If we go back here, if we go back to here and look right here, it's our dense refined iron plate. So that actually takes 9, and we have it. So cool. So let's go ahead and grab this. I don't think I put anything in there. I didn't. I've been putting them in here in this box. So let's go ahead and start loading this thing up. We need that. We need these two pieces right here and here. We're going to need that. We're going to need that. And what else are we going to need? Let's go back and look. And we're going to need some crushed obsidian in this, which is just gold and redstone in a carpenter block. So let's go get some redstone. First off, let me drop this into there. Good. Let's go get some redstone. I think we needed 6. And then, do we have any gold nuggets? We have 0 gold nuggets. Do we have any gold blocks? We have 6 gold blocks. So let's go ahead and turn these into ingots. Awesome. And then we're going to need some obsidian. And I think we already have some crushed obsidian. We do. We have 8. So we need 2 of those. Go over here to the carpenter. And we already got that one set up. That's not the pattern that we want. So do these come out? Yeah, let's just clear this. We want this. And then we want this. Bam. And isn't that what it said? That's what it said. Gold and redstone. Because it got power. No recipe. Oh, why is it not getting any water? Oh, maybe we gotta put water in it. That might help, right? So let's get our bucket out. I thought it was already hooked up to water by itself. My bad. We gotta do it manually. So let's fill up these little squares here. Make this machine happy. There. There we go. So now it's working. It's gonna make an intricate circuit board. And that recipe is going up. Let's just keep filling it with water so it's all the way filled up. Pretty much filled up. So let's grab this when it's done. Boom. Good. Now we have one of these. And so here's what's going to happen, guys. This is where I said we're going to have to edit out some stuff. So we got that. Did I even grab that circuit? I don't think I even grabbed that circuit. Let's go back and look. I didn't. It said it in there. This is where we're going to have to edit out some stuff. Okay. So if I click this machine frame resonant, if we look on here, this thing requires 50 million RF, okay? Our total storage and all that we're doing is somewhere around 8 million, okay? So it's going to have to go through that non-stop. Now, the good thing is we got wheels set up there. We've got some culinary generators set up. And I'm probably going to go ahead and make some more culinary generators just so we can have some power while it's dark time. But most people sleep, so we might be okay. But once we start this, it's going to take a while. And some of the people on the server, like Brink and Thor, it's been taking them like many hours. So this might be something that I will go ahead and start. And then we'll just keep checking back on it. And when I get close to it being done, say like a couple million RF, we'll come back and continue. And we will get this set up. So I'm going to start this like so. And then we are going to wait. And these things are going to turn blue, and we're going to be happy. And this thing is going to slowly make us some stuff. So we're going to take a break here. When this gets close, we'll come back. Okay, I'll see you in a minute or an hour. All right, guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update. This has been going on for about 30 minutes or so, and you can see about where we are. So it's not taking as long as I thought. I mean, if this is 30 minutes, this is about. I mean, if you look at this, this is a quarter, half, 3/4 full. So we're about just under 25%. So about every 30 minutes is 20%. That's going to take quite some time. So what I wanted to do, and we weren't going to really get into this that much, but I went ahead and did it. I wanted to go ahead and look into how can we increase our power output. So since we already have culinary generators, I said, well, why don't we just go ahead and make a bunch of these? These are so simple to make. I mean, it's just tofu, furnaces, iron gears, nothing spectacular. To go up to the 8 times, you just take all these and then you go and you make a QED and you make these. Nothing's changed here either. Now we don't have a QED, but there is one back at spawn, so that's what I just went and made, and it's right here in my hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the middle. And we're going to go ahead and surround these with our generators. Now, I think I need to make one more, or there is one more upstairs. There is. It's up here. So let's go ahead and get this one, take the food out, and let's break this. And hopefully the recipe doesn't require them to be empty from power. That would not be fun, because 3 of them are full of power. So let's see. Awesome. So now we have an 8-time multiplier on our generators. Now what I might do is when we're in between episodes and stuff, if I get bored, I'll just keep making these, and eventually we'll have the 64 powered one. Because it's not really that hard to make. I mean, it is a lot of work, but it looks like we have to get a bedrockium ingot. Well, it's not going to be fun. So we can't smelt bedrockium, that's for sure. And we need nuclear fuel. So we're going to have to get, that's going to be a while before we can get that. But we do have this one now. So let's go ahead and put this. It's probably going to be better. It might be okay to set it right here on the ground. Yeah, we'll probably set it right here for now. And let me go ahead and grab a pipe real quick. Let's just grab one of these pipes. That one right there. And let's hook it up to that. And let's throw in here a couple sandwiches and see what we get. So we get 352 RF per tick every, it looked like it was about 15 seconds. And this thing holds 800,000 RF per tick. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. So that's going to increase. If you look up there, our pipes are actually carrying right now 100,000 RF. So hopefully this thing will speed up a little bit, and it looks like it actually is. If I put my mouse cursor right there and you watch it, that's kind of hard to watch on screen, but it did increase it a little bit, and I'm kind of happy about that. So we'll probably let this thing run. I know you can input into this, so we might have to do some inputting as far as some sandwiches and stuff, but we can make sandwiches all day long. We got so much stuff up there. We got a golem up there. He's actually been upgraded. He's just standing here. And also Link went ahead and named him, because I said that his center looks like he's Iron Man, so they named him Tony Stark. So there's Tony Stark. But yeah, he's been picking away. And if you look over here, we got plenty of tomatoes. We got up to 1,500 tomatoes, 1,700 lettuce, and then the tofu is going through. Got about 1,200 of that. So I wanted to make sure there's no tofu in there, but we are pretty packed on tofu. And we can just continue making sandwiches all day long. So you can see there's some tofu in there. And that's just the recipe to make sandwiches, and it goes by pretty fast, and we got plenty enough bread, so I might actually go ahead and take a couple stacks of this and go ahead and start making some more. So we're going to let that go through. It's just going to go through this presser 3 times and come out on the other side. So that's what I just wanted to let you guys get a little heads up, and then we'll continue to wait for this thing to go. And it looks like we're moving a little bit faster, in my opinion. I mean, it took quite a bit of time to get to that point. So we'll let this thing go, and when we get back, like I said, we'll make this thing. Should be fun. Okay, be right back. Alright guys, so this has been going on for approximately, let's see, probably about 6 hours, 6.5 hours maybe. And I did upgrade this up here on the top to, I added 4 more lasers, which took our RF from 240 to 400, which I think is actually 480, but it kind of comes down. But you can see we're getting really close. Really close. So this is almost done, which is great. So what I wanted to do while we're waiting is go ahead and get some of the other pieces made for this device, and I thought maybe I might have had it set up, but I don't. So let's go ahead and get this set up. So let's go to RF storage, RF tools, and then this is the thing right here that we're wanting to make. So we need to get some nether quartz, some redstone, and a chest made. So what I'm looking at here, it looks like we already have what we need to make a lot of this already in our inventory. So let's do that, and let's put that there, and then we just need to get some quartz, which I think I had some. Yes, I do. I already have some. So let's go ahead and get this. So we need 4 pieces, or 3 pieces of quartz, like so. Let's do that, and then redstone, 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 and then we'll keep that there. We'll drop these down here, and then the other thing that we need in order to make that is some stone. So let's grab some stone. Let's come back over here. Was it this one? it was good. So we just need these 8 pieces of stone here, and then that module will go inside there. So how close are we? We're at 49, so this is going up pretty fast. I also, in between episodes, in between segments, it's been a long day, guys. I've actually recorded something else for later. I went ahead and made this culinary generator that is the 8 times power. So you can see that we're getting about 352 RF per tick, and that's every 15.5 seconds. That's pretty good. What I also did was made another 64, or the redstone, solar panel, which is up there, which is the same thing as what we already had, and that thing took a while to make as well. So I wanted to make sure that we had all the RF that we needed. And if I take this little device here and click on here, it's showing the energy. That's not what I was actually looking for. Actually, I wanted to see how much RF per tick we were getting. It doesn't really tell me, but it's something like 752. Also, I made a big goof. When I was trying to dig out the ceiling so I could get all these set up, the golem from upstairs fell through the ground. So he's right here, and he's got a block in there in his hand that he probably shouldn't have, but he does have it. So, but he is owned by Link, so I gotta wait till Link logs in to get him. We also went into right here, and we claimed this chunk. And hopefully it's the right chunk. I think it is, because if I enter it, if you look up at the top right hand corner by my map, I'm in the wilderness now, but when I go in here it says renovate. So that lets me know that we're in the right chunk. And if I press F9 twice, you can kind of see where the chunk is. It goes from here all the way to there, and it's inside here. So we are actually in the right chunk. So this was chunk loaded pretty much all day long. And as you guys just seen, the laser stopped, which means we have our first resonant machine frame. The other nice thing about that is, if we go upstairs, all these things are going to start charging back up, which is good because they all were depleted. Now I don't know why this one's not. Oh, I know why. Our energy cell was probably completely depleted. Yes, it was. So that thing needs to recharge completely. And then these things will start generating power again. But like I said, up there on the top is another solar panel cell. What is this? This is a depth marker? Oh, it's just our elevator. I can get rid of that. Let's get rid of that elevator. Remove. Close. Okay, let's go downstairs. Let's go ahead and get this made and see how this thing works. So let's put this machine frame in here. That's going to give us this machine frame for RF tools, and we're going to drop it up here. And that's going to give us our modular storage. Now, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if this thing is going to require power. I don't know if it does or not. So the one thing, see, we can't really do anything right now, okay? So the one thing that we need to do is make some stuff that's very similar to a storage card, like in the ME system. And at the right here, this is a tier 1, and if I read the description, it says this storage module is for the modular storage block, and this module supports 100 stacks. Well, that's not much. This right here does 200 stacks, and this one right here does 300 stacks. We're going to make the 300 stack one. So to make the tier 1, I'm sorry, this is the recipe. To make the tier 2, you actually need a tier 1. So we're going to double all these recipes. And as you can see, if you go to the first one, it's nether quartz, some gold nuggets. If you go to tier 2, it goes up to a gold ingot. And if you go to tier 3, it actually goes to all blocks. So I might have to run to the nether to get some quartz. I don't know if I know Link went in there yesterday and got some, but I don't know how much he got. It looks like he got 0. Okay, so we're going to have to go and get some unless he put it in a drawer somewhere, which I don't think he did. So let me go to the nether real quick, and unless it's over here. No, it's not over there either. And let's just see. Maybe it's in here. No, it's not. Okay, let me go to the nether real quick. Not seeing anything, and get some quartz. And when I get back, we'll go ahead and make these 3 upgrades, and we'll stick them in our drive and see if that works. We'll be right back. Okay, so I might have went and got too much nether quartz, but that's okay. So here's our recipe for number 1. So let's go into here, and our recipe is this, but we need to make 2 of these because every time we make one, you need another one to go to the next one, right? So let's go ahead, and I don't know if you need. That's a good question. I wonder how many tier 3s you can put on here. So let's go ahead and make the tier 1. So the tier 1 recipe is 2 gold nuggets, iron in the middle. So let's do iron in the middle, 2 gold nuggets, this, and I think just a piece of redstone? Yes. So we're going to take that and we're going to put it on this side, okay? So now we're going to do a tier 2. So the tier 2 needs 2 gold ingots, and then the same recipe on the bottom. So let's do that, and that, and that, and then we just need a piece of redstone. Alright, so there's our tier 2. So that holds 200. So let's put that in there. And then the next recipe, if you remember correctly, needs all blocks. So we need to do block, 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 and then 2 blocks of quartz, and then a chest. So there's our tier 3. So let's go ahead and throw this in here and see what happens. Let's run over here, and it says no module storage. It doesn't say anything about needing it to be. Can we put this in here? How do we do this? Compact equals stacks, cycle through. So what do? We just drop this in here, drop this in here, in here, in here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. 0 amount of stacks, maximum amount, 0 of 300. Cool. So what happens if we just throw something in there? Do we just go like this? Cool. So we could look at it in a couple different ways. Let's go ahead and throw this in there. So we can do nether quartz torches, or we can look at it this way, or we can look at it this way. I like this way better. So let's go ahead and just start dropping some stuff in here. And I'm just curious if you can get more than the 300. I'll have to research that. I'm not quite sure. But as you can see there, once you have 1 stack, this is only taking 300 stacks total. And a lot of things in here we don't really have more than stack of anything. So if I just start going through here and taking out everything and throwing it in here, we're up to 10 stacks. I wonder if you can sort it. Sort by name, sort by count, sort by name, sort by count. So I guess we can do count. Cycle to the next storage module. This has got a tier 3 storage module. So I'm guessing that there is a way to do it again. I'm just curious. Did we put anything in there we might need? Yeah, we did that. So we can take that out. So you can shift click it. That's good to know. Let me see something real quick. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this together since we already had it set up. Let's do this, and then we need this, and we need that. So there's a 1. We're going to bring this over here, and then we're going to need the ingots instead. Now I know the recipe. Oops, didn't mean to drop them. Pick them up, there we go. And then we're going to need the same recipe on the bottom. There's the 2. And now we're just going to need the blocks. So we need that. Actually, these go up here. And then we need these blocks. So we just need 2 of those. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2. And I'm wondering if you can stack more than 1. So let's go back in here and do more than 1 storage module. Can we put another one in here? No, it does not look like you can. Crap. Alright, so if you can't, we got to figure out if there's a way that we can upgrade this to a higher count. So, yeah, that's interesting. So I'll have to research that, guys. I'm not quite sure how that works. But I'm glad it doesn't require power because we put it over here, and this is a long way from our power. So anyways, this has been episode number 7, guys, RF Tool Storage. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Help me grow my channel. We're doing really well since we've started this episode or this series, and I just like to thank everybody for subscribing. And even if you don't have any videos, I will subscribe back to you. I just think it's kind of cool. And also check out everybody else that's been recording. Their links to their channels are in the description below. And yeah, we picked up 2 new people, so check out theirs too. And that's been it, guys. So episode number 7, RF tool storage, is complete. Now we can get into mining, and we got plenty of room for more storage. So hope to see you next time, guys. I'll see you.